How is it going, everyone? We've got a PlayStation Plus update for you guys as the Essentials games are rolling out right now. And honestly, the month of August is so good that if you're not a Plus subscriber, this might be a month that actually makes you want to subscribe back to Plus. So we'll go over that. And Woot.com, great spot to buy games. The orders are fulfilled by Amazon. They've got some absolutely ridiculous deals right now. A lot of them are JRPGs, so I gotta love that, so we'll highlight those. And another deal over at Best Buy that, yes, it's a Ubisoft game. I know people are down on that, but hey, I think it's a Ubisoft game that has gotten to the price point that it's worth a pickup. So we'll talk that at the end of this video. All right, right off the bat, PlayStation Plus titles for the month of August are rolling out. I think it's one of the better Plus Essential months of the year. And to be fair, Plus Essential month over month has been pretty solid. I have my meltdowns over Plus Extra and Plus Premium, but Plus Essential, as much as I hate paying to play online, the games themselves that they've been offering have been quite good, so if we gotta pay to play online, let's get some good games while we're at it. PlayStation Plus titles for the month of August include Lies of P, DayZ, and My Hero One's Justice. Talk about a well-rounded month. Not only is it a month where, from a value standpoint, it's exceptional, it's also a game for everybody. You've got your action Souls-like game, you've got a multiplayer title, and you've got an anime arena fighter. There's gotta be something for everybody there. Lies of P is also a game that still goes for $29.99, which, might be a little bit insane. Lies of P actually came out, what was it, 2 months before? I always use the RoboCop comparison, but let's take like Lords of the Fallen, for example. Lords of the Fallen, they just slashed that game's base price down to $29.99. Lies of P's sale price is $29.99. And, Lies of P, without a doubt, I think most people would agree, is the stronger game, but, would like to see it a little bit cheaper, but hey, it's available on Plus Essential now. Overture also did come out, so I think it's a great time to offer this game as a Plus Essential title, to hopefully people check Lies of P out, they like it so much, and then they end up picking up Overture as well, which Overture, from what I hear, is a great piece of additional content. I have it, I need to go through it. I love the base Lies of P game, and as you guys know me, I'm not crazy about my action Souls-like games, but I always vibe with them if they have a great setting, if they have a great ambiance, and Lies of P absolutely had that. Like, from a narrative and tonality standpoint, Lies of P, I've always heard people make the comparisons to Bloodborne from a tone standpoint, and you guys know me, as far as Souls-like games, Bloodborne is the one that I got really into it, and that's because of the ambiance to Bloodborne. Really, that's what draws me in. Like, I just played First Berserker Kazan, and really what carried me through that game is that game's awesome art style. Lies of P, a lot of what really made me appreciate it was the tone, was the setting, was the narrative backdrop, and I really did like that. By the way, I won't tell anyone if you end up taking advantage of it, but they did just add an easy mode as well, so I love me that as well. I played First Berserker Kazan in the beginner difficulty, and did my boys absolutely crap all over me for that? Yeah, but you know what? I don't care. I suck at these games, so Lies of P, if you want an easier time, you've got that going on for it as well. DayZ, My Hero One's Justice 2. DayZ, I played a lot back in the day when it was an Arma 2 mod. My Hero One's Justice 2, I had a good time with it. Like, I like My Hero Academia, and I know the anime is coming to an end. I believe they just started their final season, or they're about to start their final season. I need to catch up. I only finished season 3, so I'm a little bit behind as far as that's concerned, but it's a stylish arena fighter. Like, you know what to expect. As long as the anime arena fighters aren't Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash, they're pretty simple to do. Make them stylish, make them vibrant, have all the characters that people want to play as, and you're golden. Demon Slayer, the new game that just came out, much like that. Like, these are pretty simple games to do. Just don't make piles of trash like Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash, and you're chilling. But yeah, good month for August, so definitely worth checking that out. Alright, moving on from that, like I said, Woot.com, absolutely crazy spot to buy games right now. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remastered Collection is $29.99. The PlayStation 5 physical copy, and I think you should get a physical copy of this just because I remember growing up and Suikoden 2 on PS1, the physical copy of that went for north of like $100. I don't know if that's still the case, but I remember growing up it was like north of $100, and I was like, what is going on here? But yeah, you got both titles, and it's an HD remastered collection. You get some UI improvements as well. All background illustrations have been upgraded to HD and updated effects. New environmental sound effects, battle sound effects are also now HD and newly added autosave, battle fast forward, and conversation log. So A lot of great stuff there. You get both games, $29.99, typically $50, and this just came out like 4 months ago, so great pickup on that. Ys 10 Nordics Deluxe Edition is $29.99. Now, this is 50% off. What should be noted is that there is an enhanced version called Ys 10 Proud Nordics that just dropped in Japan, and it's got a sizable amount of additions to it. Very much an Atlas thing to do as far as, you know, whenever they drop an upgraded release of their existing games. But with Ys 10, the turnaround seemed really quick, and the timing of it was wild. Like, Ys 10 came out, and then a month later, they announced, oh, we're gonna do this upgraded release. Ys 10, as in, the localized release over here, stateside, came out, and then in Japan, they announced Proud Nordics, and I don't know when Proud Nordics is gonna come stateside. I would imagine maybe a year from now, to let people buy Ys 10, and then they can double it. I don't know what they're doing, but as far as that's concerned, $30 on that. I think that's a pretty good deal. And then Tales of Grace's F Remastered is $24.99. This is also a relatively recent release that has been holding up in price a little bit, but yeah, Tales of Grace's F is quite good. A lot of quality improvements with that. Tales of Grace's, as far as the game itself, I think it's not like a weak Tales of game, like it's a totally fine, serviceable Tales of game, and I've always said that the Tales of games are super consistent, so even one of the lesser games, like even Zestiria, which I thought was very, you know, it was one of the worst Tales of game, it's still a fine JRPG. Grace's, while I wasn't blown away by it when I initially played it, it's still a totally serviceable JRPG that's worthwhile going through, because the Tales of games are just so consistent that even Grace's, which I wasn't crazy about, is still a 7 or an 8 out of 10 as far as a JRPG is concerned. Now, a lot of people think about it higher than I do, but yeah, $25 on Tales of Grace is definitely a decent pickup there. And then Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is $14.99. While I did think the promotion of this game was absolutely abysmal, the game itself is a really good Metroidvania. I had a great time with it, and I would definitely recommend it. You get the PS5 upgrade here with the PS4 version, so $15 for that is great. And lastly, Best Buy has got Avatar Frontiers of Pandora down to $19.99. I think this is the price point to pick up Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. It is a Ubisoft open world game, so you know there's a lot of DLC and things of that nature. There is a New Game Plus update that's coming out, and there is a what's it called? A third-person mode coming out as well. That's coming out in early December. I believe that would mark the 3-year mark since this game came out, since I think... No, 2-year mark. It came out in December of 2023. You know, I'm not a crazy Avatar guy, so this game wasn't really up my alley, but visually the game was outstanding. The soundtrack is great, and again, I get that some people are just down on Ubisoft. I'm down on Ubisoft games a lot of the times as well. Let's not pretend like, oh, some of you guys are just so down. Bro, I crap on Assassin's Creed Valhalla probably more than anybody on God's green earth, but I do think Ubisoft games have their purpose in the sense that you buy them on the cheap, at least most of them, you buy them on the cheap. They're open worlds that have a good amount of content to do, and they're fairly, like, chill, easygoing games that follow a formula, and sometimes that formula is just what you want to go through. You want kind of some mindless fun, and I feel like Ubisoft games always offer that, like just some mindless, nonsensical fun, and Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, if you go into it with that expectation, I think you'll end up enjoying it. Maybe that diminishes the quality of the game a little bit too much, but I wasn't blown away by the game. But like I said, the Ubisoft formula, I think sometimes you're just like, man, I can go for the Ubisoft formula of a game right now, and, you know, Avatar will fit that criteria as well. And if you like Avatar, you're probably going to enjoy it a lot more than me. So that'll do it for me. Again, the Plus games are rolling out right now, and some phenomenal deals at Woot.com as well. JRPGs, and Prince of Persia, and Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. I don't think this is too bad of a deal, and I think this is the right price point to pick it up. If you want to wait for it to get to 10 to 15, more power to you. If you want to get the digital version, the gold edition for cheaper, you know, that's an option. But generally speaking, like the gold edition of Ubisoft games bottom out at like $20, and then they don't get cheaper. Like AC Origins, Odyssey, all that is still like, you know, $20 for the gold edition. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.